Hello, my name is Amy, or as one happy mom, I am known as TurboMom81. I was asked to answer a question for my lovely group called Alternative Moms, and the question was, it came from one of our wonderful members by the name of Wonderlicious, and she was wondering if you could go back to any time period and live, where would you go? I thought real long and hard about this one. There's so many time periods I really like the Renaissance period. I like the idea of wearing those pretty dresses. Just living in, that time where art and music were just really beginning to take off. Shakespearean plays and stuff. Or even Pioneer. Grew up watching The Lost on the Prairie, thinking, oh, it'd be so cool to be one of those people, growing up and at a time when America was just forming and figuring it out. But I think what it all comes down to is the time period I really would love to live in is the biblical times, preferably the 30 years of Jesus' lifespan. I would love to have been there to witness all the miracles, even just one of the miracles he performed, to see him, to hear him talk, to hear him preach, I think that would just be an amazing feeling. I grew up with the gospel and the scriptures, and I read all the stories, and all the quotes, and all the red words, it's one thing to read it and something completely different to, live it, experience it, see it. We're called to have faith and believe in something that we've never seen, and, it's challenging, and, the biblical time, what we're asked to believe was right there in front of you. The apostles were right there firsthand and saw everything. If I could even go so far as to say, if I could just be Mary Magdalene, that would just be amazing. To see the life she lived. You know what? No. What I really want to know is what Jesus really wrote in the sand when the elders brought that prostitute, or the woman who cheated on her husband, and threw him at Jesus' feet, saying, this woman needs to be stoned for her sins. What would you have us do? And he just is writing in sand. It never says what he wrote. And all he's just writing, and he says, what, he without sin, throw the first stone. And the men never uttered a word. They just left. I really want to know what was written in the sand. Part of me speculates. Some people just say, he's just drawing, just to show his disinterest, doodling. And another theory is he was writing everything that those men have done wrong, all their sins, all their wrongs, and, not looking at them, just writing everything they've ever done that was all wrong in God's eyes. And I just think that would just be something really neat to know. I guess I will just have to save that for the day where I meet Jesus face to face. Yeah, definitely, everything about the biblical time period just fascinates me. Just being a place so rich with history. Well, I guess it wasn't rich in history then, it was the history. History was forming, and my screen keeps going to green, sorry. So that's my time period choice. I want to go back to, what's it counted? I guess it's 30 AD or something like that. That time period. I want to be living in Jerusalem, to have been there to witness the wonders of Jesus. That's my answer. If you like this, or at least my opinion on the matter, you can find me at Alternative Moms. You can subscribe here to the Alternative Moms YouTube channel. and you'll get even more questions and points of views from other many lovely ladies. Ultra Mom, great group, all kinds of women, and we all get along no matter what our, religious beliefs or our lifestyles are. Because we all know we're not perfect. We're not that, super duper perfect mother out there, and we got quirks and things that we love to do that make us a little bit different from the cookie cutter PTO moms. So there might actually be some PTO moms in the group, so if there are, love you. Anyway, if you like this, feel free to check it out, subscribe to the channel, and if you really like what you see on the channel, come to Cafe Mom and join us at Alternative Moms, and I hope to see you there. Bye.